the kitchen with Chef Nino, and we're making a dessert today.
We're making an olive oil cake.
Yeah.
It's unusually, it's unusually, I feel the earth, no, it's unusually delightful because it's one of those Italian desserts where it doesn't have a lot of sugar.
Right.
And it's right on time, right on time. But we got to dive into this. We got some serious steps we've got to do, okay? All right. First of all, we're going to put some olive oil spray, and I love Rouse's. You can get all kind of nice things like this. And we want to dust the 10-inch baking pan with some flour.
Okay.
All righty.
Why is that important?
So it doesn't stick.
Ah.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Do you do this with all of your cakes?
All of it. All of it.
No
yeah.
way. I only spray the oil.
How about that, huh?
So there's
it's
another
not going to stick. Okay. So we're going to set this aside.
Okay.
Okay. Now the next step, we melted 7 tablespoons of butter. A stick of butter has 8, so you just
chop a little bit off.
One, yes, sir. And then we're going to put in 3/4 cup of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of milk. That's the next step. Okay? Yeah.
I've never, actually I have tried an olive oil cake before, but like you said, it is a cake, but it's that fine line in between like bread and dessert. And it's one of those desserts you don't feel gross after eating it, because it truly is delightful.
Wait, and it's starting to be trendy. We talked about that.
It is starting to be trendy, so I told him, you're probably not a big fan, but the Kardashians love olive oil cake.
Anyway.
Just the royal family of America,
yeah.
some say.
Okay, so we're going to sift a cup and a half of flour. By the way, you need to download this recipe, Fox 10 TV and Rouses.com.
That's
okay?
it.
So.
This is an interesting sifter that he has. I asked you why it's important to sift earlier.
Because number one, you want to mix everything. What it does, it kind of grabs it from the top and it goes to the bottom. And then what it does, you see how powdery it is when it comes out? That way when you eat the cake, it don't have clumps of flour.
Wow. I'm
and this is
learning so much.
old invention here, you know, older than me.
You said it. I did not say it. So we're going to
It's almost like you're fishing. Bring it in.
You are reeling in a sense.
Yes. Okay, so that's the next step.
Okay.
Okay. Look, see how powdery that is?
It is, especially.
You should have one of these.
Okay. I'll get one.
No, I'm going to give this one to you to take home.
No
Yes,
way.
I am. Yes, I am.
Thank you, Chef Nino.
Sure.
Okay.
So the first step, you melt your butter, you put your olive oil in the milk, set that aside.
Yep.
Okay. Next step, you sift your flour, your baking soda, and your salt. Set that aside.
Done.
Okay, now we're going to mix together our eggs, our 4 eggs. We got a cup of sugar.
This is part of the cake too, right?
Part of the cake, yes ma'am. And we have 1 lemon that has been zested, okay? Now we're going to take this here. Hand me that mixer, please. Yeah.
So it's plugged up. Oh, well,
Well, it was.
1 second.
Make sure it's, there we go.
It works.
Yeah, it works, okay? So we're gonna
Mix it up.
Mix it up. They call me Chef Mix-a-Lot.
The mixer is interesting because you have to have it at the right speed to where it actually mixes it, but it doesn't like splatter all over you.
Yes. So they say to mix this for 3 minutes until it becomes pale. It's because the whites are going to froth.
Yeah.
And that's important.
Okay, well, we're going to mix this up, and when we come back, we're going to continue this olive oil cake right here.
You're going to love this cake. I'm serious.
We are continuing this olive oil cake with Chef Nino. We just beat the eggs.
Yes, the eggs and the sugar and the lemon zest, okay? Now, we're going to put a little bit of our flour and a little bit of our oil mixture, okay?
So why is this important to do a little bit at a time?
Because it has to be layered in there like that.
Yeah.
If you put it all together, you're going to get a cake that's going to have a lot of holes in it.
Ah.
Okay?
Okay.
So put a little bit more wet. That looks great.
Yeah, and we'll continue with that.
And I tell you what, can you put a little more dry too?
Are you paying me?
No, I'm doing all the daggone work over here, okay? You get a paycheck too, I believe.
Oh my gosh. Okay, got
Okay,
that.
perfect.
You let me know when.
All right, give me a little more of the wet. How about this? This is called participation.
I deserve an A+ for
I'm
today's
serious.
cooking class. It does smell really nice already, though.
Okay, give me some more flour. That's our flour, baking powder, and salt. A little more wet. There we go. And if you could aim more towards the batter, I'd really appreciate it. That's great. Oh, yes.
Making a mess. What can I say?
Okay, give me some more liquid. Look at this. I want to watch this show. This is going to be a great one.
Yeah, so the hand mixer is
Okay,
definitely-
then pour the rest of the liquid. Okay, and it says you want to finish up with the dry. Okay, let's make sure this is really good right there.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and pour all of that back in. It says finish up with the dry.
Voila. Why?
Because that's what they say to do. No, that's going to be your final batter mixture right there.
Okay. Just making sure, checking you. Okay, we're going to continue this. You'll just put it in this dish? Okay.
Yes, in a little while.
In a little while. So after this is all mixed up, we're
going to put it in there, and then we're going to bake it for 30 minutes.
Okay.
And when it comes out, it's going to look like that. But when we come back in a segment, we're going to make the icing for this cake.
All right, that's next with Joe and Chef Nino.
Yes. Thank you.
We are back with Chef Nino making something I've never heard of before today, but I know a lot of people have. I'm just the one who's out of the loop here. Tell us what we're working on
Man, we're
today.
making an amazing olive oil cake.
Olive oil cake.
This is really an amazing cake. There it is right there. Right here. Yeah, we moved it. So we got all of our ingredients mixed together. We're going to put this in the oven and bake it for 30 minutes. Okay? And this is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. And we simply let it cool.
Okay.
And now we're going to make our icing with some milk, some powdered sugar, all right, and some vanilla, a teaspoon of vanilla.
Just a little bit of flavor in there.
Yes. And I can't wait for you to try it. I have a fork over there. I had a knife somewhere. Let's see. Here. Yes. And I definitely want you to try this. Let me go ahead and put all this mixed up.
Had a lot of sweets today. Some sweet overload today.
Yeah, no joke. Huh?
But that's all right. Every now and then you got to indulge.
Yes. You looking mighty sharp, Mr. Joe.
Thank you, sir. I like your Rouse's chef coat as well.
I have. It's like Mr. Bean. He goes in his closet. He's the same suit.
Same suit. Good stuff. All right, so that's a really simple icing, like you said. Just a couple ingredients in there. You pour it over the top. Now, normally, would you let the icing kind of like...
Yes, you want to let it sit for a couple hours. But we don't have that luxury.
Because we're live on television.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at all that drizzly goodness.
And they say you want it to drip to the sides. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just kind of spread it out. Look at that, my brother. Because as it dries, it kind of hardens. Okay? Now that is a beautiful olive oil cake. Probably the best one you ever seen.
This is the best olive oil cake I've ever seen in my life. The only one. So you want me to cut it right now?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Let me cut it. Folks, this is it right here.
Yeah, looking good. Just a small sampling right now.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's try that right there.
Yeah. Well, let's not try that one.
Well, that would be mine.
It's really like fresh and sweet and.
But what I like about it, it's not too sweet.
Airy, kinda. Not like heavy. Have you eaten this before?
Yes. That's an Italian thing.
Let me try again. Should we like wrap up the show or something? Or?
No, let's keep eating.
Okay. This is really good. Check it out. Recipe on fox10tv.com. What he said. Olive oil cake right here on Studio 10.